What's good, Eagles fans? Y'all are tuned to y'all dose of chalk it up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got charged to the game. And I'm your humble host, Tone the Shift II. I gotta be honest with you guys. I want to talk about Jalen Reagor's underwhelming rookie season. We're not going to go into detail about who the Eagles could have had. We're not going to go in detail about how other guys performed. Just know, in my opinion, I believe Jalen Reagor will break out in 2021. Now, let's just go by his numbers from his rookie season. First and foremost, 31 receptions, 396 yards. He averaged about 13 yards, almost 13 yards per catch, one touchdown reception, and he had that one big 73-yard punt return touchdown against the Green Bay Packers. So Jalen Reagor showed multiple times that he had potential to make big plays. I feel like Jalen Reagor wasn't used properly this year. Like I mentioned, he showed flashes throughout the season. In my opinion, I feel like he showed numerous times what he was capable of. He just needed more opportunities. Now, he did get hit with the injury bug this past year, and that really messed up his momentum. And on top of that, COVID happened. And when COVID happened, that took away the offseason for a lot of guys. A lot of rookies needed that offseason. You know, there were some wide receivers who were able to make huge or better impact on their team. But the bottom line is Reagor, he clearly needed that offseason. He clearly needed more time to get acclimated with not only the team, but, getting acclimated with the game speed, things like that. And I don't know. I just feel like Jalen Reagor really has the opportunity to shine in Nick Sirianni's offense. Now, granted, we have no idea what Nick Sirianni's offense is going to really look like. All we know is that it has some semblance of that 2017 Eagles playbook where we went on our Super Bowl run. But I have a lot of faith in Jalen Reagor. I was really high on Jalen Reagor, even though, like I said, I'm not going to get into who we could have had. But when we drafted him, I did my research on him, and I came to a conclusion that he can flourish in this NFL, all things considered, especially when you think about all the different wide receivers who are making a name for themselves and they're utility guys. Guys that are able to do so many different things, like a Deebo Samuel or a Chris Godwin. There are multiple guys in this NFL who do many things, who return kicks, who also, you throw them the ball in space and they're able to make something happen. And I really feel like Jalen Reagor is that kind of wide receiver. I don't think he is going to be a number one just based off of his physical traits. He's not the biggest. He's not the strongest. But he does have great speed. He's shown that he can break away. He's shown that he's capable of taking the top of an offense. We saw that in the season opener where he did it to Ronald Darby. We actually saw it a few times where once he gets in space, he's able to take off. But again, sometimes people felt like they didn't really see the speed or they didn't really understand what the Eagles saw in him. But I do feel like he has a lot still to bring to the table. I do believe that he has game breaker ability. I still believe that he can learn this game, and he can be a tremendous route runner. Given all the things that that comes with it. He has to learn better technique in this NFL. He has to know how to get open a little bit. Now he's shown times where he can get open. He has, averaging almost 13 yards per catch. That's pretty much a first down every time you catch the ball. So he is capable of moving the chains for you. That's a fact. But he's also that guy, like I mentioned, a utility guy. If you move him around, you can get the most out of him. You can't just expect him to be your X wide receiver or your Z wide receiver or just your Y. You have to move him around enough and get him involved in the game in multiple different ways to really see his impact. I'm not going to give up on Jalen Reagor. I'm just not. We've only seen him under one season, and this wasn't the best Eagles playbook, the best Eagles roster, the best Eagles quarterback play to really showcase this guy's talent. It's sad because the kid is used to playing with not good quarterback play. The guy's used to playing with terrible quarterback play. And that's no slight against Wentz. That's just the reality. Wentz didn't play well the past season, and he really didn't do any of his wide receivers any favors. Granted, a lot of guys struggled to get open, but you saw multiple times Reagor had the ability to get open deep. You saw it in the Green Bay game. You saw it in the Redskins game. You saw his ability to, run those shallow routes and turn them into bigger plays. So I'm really excited for Jalen Reagor. I'm not going to give up on this man yet. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be a de facto number one. I just don't think his play style or his measurables put him in that category as a dominant number one. I just don't think he's that dynamic, not quite yet. But I do believe Jalen Reagor has a lot to offer to this game. I really do, especially this Eagles team. He's shown flashes of, he can take a hit. Now I know he got hurt this year, but the whole team was hit with the injury bug. But he showed times where he got creamed and he got right up and he was with it. He showed moments of, he showed moments where he wasn't really reading the blocks correctly, and he needs to work on it. He needs to work on seeing the field after the catch. There were multiple times where he left a lot of food on the table, and that can't happen, especially this past season where we need every single yard. But like I said, I'm really, really high on Jalen Reagor still. I'm not going to give up on him yet. We still got him under a rookie deal. He's going into his second year, and he's going to have a full off season under his belt as well. I really think Jalen Reagor has a lot to offer to this team, especially Nick Sirianni's offense. And Nick Sirianni, he said that he's going to use guys the way they're supposed to be used. And I expect that to happen. I expect Nick Sirianni to use guys to their strengths. And I also expect Carson Wentz to get traded, meaning that Jalen Hurts most likely will be the quarterback. So I expect Jalen Hurts and Jalen Reagor to establish a better relationship. And you saw Jalen Reagor had a few big plays, with the ball thrown to him from Jalen Hurts. So, we'll see what happens with Jalen Reagor. Like I said, I'm really excited about Jalen Reagor. I do believe that Jalen Reagor still has a lot of improving to do when it comes to technique, when it comes to, footwork. And I feel like he's faster. I feel like he's much faster than what we saw his rookie season. He was dealing with a lot of lingering injuries, and I feel like he's going to come back with a vengeance. So I'm still high on the kid. I'm not going to give up on the kid. I think the kid really can be special. Like I said, if you use him in more than one way, you can get the most out of him. You use him in the punt return. I don't know why Doug Peterson didn't use, or who was our special teams guy. Nonetheless, when you use a guy properly, you get the most out of him. He's like a Swiss Army knife. You can't just use him one way. And I feel like the Eagles were very limited in the way they were using him. You saw what he did in that Packers game with the deep ball over Desmond King. You saw what he did with the 73-yard punt return, turned it into a touchdown. That was a moment where he read his blocks correctly. So you saw that when he was at TCU. He knew how to read blocks and punt return. So I think with this offseason under his belt, with this past turbulent season under his belt, he became battle tested, and I feel like he's going to come back with a vengeance. I feel like Jalen Reagor is going to come back and put up very good numbers. Again, I don't know if he's going to be the de facto number one, because I do believe the Eagles are going to draft a wide receiver in the first round. That's just what I think. Honestly, that's what I hope. Either Jamar Chase, or if you go Kyle Pitts, I don't know. Kyle Pitts is like a Swiss Army knife as well. Put him in the slot. Put him in the X. Put him on the Y. He's a tight end. But again, Jalen Reagor, I'm really excited for you, my guy. I'm still pulling for you. I'm not giving up on you yet, my guy. I know a lot of people feel like we should have got the other guy that plays for the Minnesota Vikings, but I'm with you and I'm rocking, my guy. And I'll admit, I was one of the people that was upset at first, but once I did my research on you, dug deep, found out who you were, found out what you were made of mentally and emotionally, and what the history was, I got to run with that, man. And I'm not going to hold your rookie season against you. I don't hold the rookie season against anyone. But I do believe, my brother, you will come back with a vengeance. I do believe you will turn up this season. And again, I don't know in what capacity, but if you're used properly, if you're put in positions to succeed, you will flourish. That's all I have. You guys were tuned into y'all dose of Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got charges to the game. If you're new to the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. Also, if you've been loyal to the soil, you already know where my heart is. Once again, make sure y'all check out y'all Chalk It Up merch as well. I have so many things available. So many different hoodies, so many different shirts, face masks, neck gaiters. If you just go down the list, you'll see all the different things I have for you guys. many different colorways, and I'm just excited that you guys are still locking in with me and holding me down to the fullest. So you guys were tuned into y'all dose of Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got charged to the game. And I'm your humble host, Tone the Shift II. One love and fly Eagles fly.